Hi there, and welcome to The Burnt. This module is based around the idea of a seance, as you can see by the flames dancing around. The first thing you'll want to do on this module is tap it once to lock in the flames here, otherwise they're liable to change based on how many people are conducting rituals, as the manual says. You can see that this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flames. This one has 6 flames, also 7 flames. So we'll lock this one in. You can see the flames turn the other way, notating that it's locked in compared to this one. Allegedly, this module connects to an external server, so if you load a lot of burnts or a lot of people are solving burnt modules, the red flame will denote 1 burnt, the green flame 10 burnts, and the blue flame 100 burnts within a certain time frame of people performing it. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9 green flames, 6 red flames. I haven't personally seen blue flames a lot, but I suspect if a lot of people were doing burns, you would get the 100 flame, and it would be in the center, I suppose. Or maybe it would be on the outside, I'm not sure. That's all the module's power. If your bomb has voltage, and the bomb's voltage is greater than the number of red flames, you have to perform these steps down here below 2 fewer times. Many bombs, including this one, don't have voltage. And for most bombs, you will have 0 volts, meaning that you have to perform at least 1 step, and then for every green flame, you're going to have to perform the steps 1 fewer time. What are the steps? So we'll write down 6 red, 9 green. We always start with a value of 1. Then we'll repeat these steps 10 times minus the conditions under power, meaning that say there's voltage and the voltage is greater, we take that away from the 10. And for every green flame, we have to perform the steps 1 fewer time. So in this case, we're only going to be performing the steps once because 10 minus the 9 is 1. So we start with a value of 1. We multiply the current value by the number of red flames minus the number of blue flames. Here there are no blue flames, so we just take the red value of 6. And then after each multiplication, we'll take the digital root of the result. I would love an example where there weren't 9 green flames, but all of these have the 9 green flames dancing around just because that's how many people have been doing burns. I suppose that, say you only had 7 or 8 flames, for example, what you would do is you would take the digital root of 6, which is 6, and then you would repeat the steps. So you would multiply the current value, which is 6, by the number of red flames, which would be 6. Digital root of 39 is 9, and say we have to repeat it 1 more time in theory. 9 times 6 is 54, digital root is 9. And then you would repeat this since you're kind of in a cycle. The way that you submit, once the flames are locked in, and you can lock in the flames any which way you like, is once they're rotating. The final number you got from the digital root, in this case 6, you need to tap the module when that digit is in the last place of the timer. So we'll wait for 06 here. And the module solves, animation goes off. This one is also locked in. We have a slightly different number here. If we can count the green flames pretty easily, just draw a line through the center is what I like to do, if they're hard to count. You can see that this splits evenly into 4, 4, and 1 in the middle, so 9. Meaning we start with our value of 1, we perform the step once, we can split this evenly down the middle in 8, meaning our value is just 1 times 8, digital root of 8 is 8. You can see that this value changed since we solved a burnt, so we'll lock this in. 4 here, 1, 9, and we have a 2, so we'll submit the 2. You can see that these burns also updated. I'm not sure which tick cycle or website they're on, but they do generally update around the same time, I think, depending on conditions that I'm not sure are within our control or not. There we go. Those have updated now. So we have 8 green flames now on this one, and we have 9 red flames. So we'll lock this in. Here's a good example. 9 red, 8 green. So we'll now have to perform the steps twice. So 1 times 9 is 9, times 9 is 81. Digital root of 81 is 9. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 9. And that'll lock it in. So that's an example of having to perform the steps more times and the burnt values changing based on the external factors. So if you see a burnt that you like, it has however many flames, you just lock it in and the flame values will not change. Whereas if you leave them and people are solving burnts or something happens to the external server that changes the value, the burnt's value can change. So you'll want to make sure you lock that in before you do anything with it. It changes on strike too, which is cool. I'm not quite sure of all the variances. The manual doesn't explain all the ways that it can change, but that's how to solve the module under various conditions. If you have voltage or blue flames, be aware that those can affect the module, but for the most part you won't have to worry about blue flames or voltage from my experience. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully now you understand how to solve the burnt just a little bit better.